Why are there not more people talking about cryogenic freezing? A person takes their supposed last breath, but instead of a customary burial or cremation, they are prepared for a journey into the unknown, cryogenic freezing. They are prepped to be preserved in a state of suspended animation, a deep freeze with the hope of being revived when technology allows. It sounds like science fiction, but it's a reality for a select few who have taken the ultimate step into the future. What drives these individuals? What do they expect to find when they wake up, perhaps centuries or even millennia from now? The first case of a human being cryogenically frozen dates back to the late 1960s. It marked the beginning of a captivating chapter in scientific exploration, a leap into uncharted territory. This act sparked curiosity and controversy. It challenged the very definition of life and death. This is the enthralling tale of the first cryogenically frozen man.
Cryogenic freezing, at its core, is a race against time. It's a bid to halt the inevitable decay that follows death, with the hope of hitting the pause button on life. The process begins immediately after legal death is declared. The body is cooled, and the blood is replaced with a solution designed to prevent ice crystal formation, which can damage cells. Once this delicate procedure is complete, the body, now in a state of cryogenic preservation, is slowly cooled to -196 degrees Celsius, -320 degrees Fahrenheit, and submerged in a tank of liquid nitrogen. At this temperature, all biological activity ceases.
The hope is that future generations armed with advanced technology will be able to reverse the process. They would essentially unfreeze these individuals and restore them to life, effectively bridging the gap between death and resurrection. The decision to be cryogenically frozen is deeply personal, a testament to the enduring human spirit and its relentless pursuit of extending life's boundaries.
His name was James Bedford, a psychology professor from California. In 1967, Bedford became the first person to be cryogenically frozen. He had been diagnosed with terminal kidney cancer, a disease that at the time offered little hope for a cure. Bedford's decision to embrace this experimental procedure was driven by a desire to contribute to scientific progress and a belief in the possibility of a future where his illness could be cured.
Bedford's case captivated the world, making headlines and sparking debates that continue to this day. He became a symbol of both the boundless potential of science and the ethical quandaries it can raise. Bedford's story is not just about science, it's about the courage to embrace the unknown, the audacity to challenge the finality of death.
The science behind cryonics is a complex and evolving field. It hinges on the principle that extreme cold can essentially pause biological processes, preventing the decay and degradation that typically accompany death. The process involves a delicate balance of cooling, replacing bodily fluids with cryoprotectants, and carefully controlling the freezing process to minimize cellular damage. While the technology has advanced significantly since the first cryopreservation, it is still far from perfect. One of the biggest challenges lies in preventing the formation of ice crystals, which can damage cells and tissues.
Despite the challenges, the field of cryonics continues to attract interest and investment. Some experts believe that with further advancements in nanotechnology and tissue regeneration, it may one day be possible to revive cryogenically frozen individuals and restore them to full health.
The prospect of cryogenic freezing raises a plethora of ethical dilemmas that have fueled heated debates since its inception. Critics argue that it is an unnatural interference with the natural order of life and death. They question the morality of tampering with the fundamental cycle of existence.
Some religious groups view cryonics as a violation of the sanctity of the soul, a transgression against divine will.
What would happen to social structures, resource allocation, and the very fabric of society if people could choose to pause their lives and re-enter the world at a later date? These questions highlight the complex interplay between scientific advancement and its potential consequences.
Despite the ethical concerns, proponents of cryonics argue that it is no different from other life-extending medical interventions. The debate surrounding cryonics is likely to continue for years to come, forcing us to confront fundamental questions about life, death, and the very essence of what it means to be human. The concept of cryogenic freezing has captivated the public imagination, sparking curiosity, fear, and everything in between. It has been the subject of countless science fiction novels, movies, and television shows, often portrayed as a futuristic technology with both utopian and dystopian possibilities.
In popular culture, cryonics has served as a vehicle for exploring themes of immortality, identity, and the human condition. Public reaction to real-life cases of cryogenic preservation has been mixed.
Some view it with a sense of wonder and optimism, seeing it as a testament to human ingenuity and our desire to overcome limitations. Others approach it with skepticism and even fear, questioning its ethical implications and its potential impact on society.
The societal implications of cryonics extend far beyond the individual. If this technology were to become widely available, it could have profound effects on demographics, resource allocation, and the very structure of society.
While still considered fringe science by some, cryonics has garnered a dedicated following.
A growing community of individuals, scientists, and organizations are actively involved in advancing the field and advocating for its acceptance. These individuals, often driven by a combination of scientific curiosity and a personal belief in the potential of cryonics, are pushing the boundaries of this controversial field.
Cryonics organizations have sprung up around the world, offering cryopreservation services and conducting research to improve the technology.
These organizations often operate as non-profits, relying on membership fees and donations to fund their operations. The cryonics community is a diverse group, united by a shared belief in the potential of cryonics to fundamentally change the way we approach death and the future of humanity.
The field of cryonics has experienced its share of both promising advancements and disheartening setbacks.
On the one hand, researchers have made significant strides in understanding the mechanisms of cell damage during freezing and thawing. They have developed more effective cryoprotectants and refined cryopreservation techniques.
These advancements offer hope that the damage caused during the process can be minimized, increasing the chances of successful revival in the future.
However, significant challenges remain. One of the biggest hurdles is the issue of brain preservation. The human brain, with its intricate network of neurons and synapses, is incredibly complex.
Preserving its structure and function during the cryogenic process is crucial for restoring consciousness and memory. Despite the challenges, the field of cryonics continues to attract dedicated researchers and funding.
The future of cryonics remains uncertain, shrouded in a mix of scientific promise and ethical ambiguity.
Will we reach a point where we can successfully revive cryogenically frozen individuals, restoring them to full health and consciousness? Or will cryonics forever remain a tantalizing yet unattainable dream?
Only time will tell what the future holds for this controversial field.
The ethical dilemmas surrounding cryonics are likely to become even more complex as technology advances. If cryogenic revival becomes a reality, we will need to grapple with questions of identity, memory, and the very definition of life and death.
We will need to establish ethical guidelines for the selection, revival, and integration of cryogenically preserved individuals back into society. The pursuit of cryonics challenges us to confront our deepest fears and aspirations.
The tale of the first cryogenically frozen man is just the tip of the iceberg in the fascinating world of cryonics.
It's a world where science fiction meets reality, where the boundaries of life and death are blurred, and where the possibilities seem as limitless as the universe itself.
I invite you to delve deeper into this captivating subject, to explore the science, the ethics, and the human stories behind this controversial yet compelling field. The more you learn about cryonics, the more you'll realize that it's not just about freezing bodies. It's about pushing the boundaries of human potential, challenging our assumptions about life and death, and daring to imagine a future where anything is possible.
In the heart of the cryogenic lab, a new dawn breaks. The first cryogenically frozen man, a symbol of hope and human ingenuity, lies in a state of suspended animation. His story is not just about freezing a body, but about freezing a moment in time, preserving dreams, and pushing the boundaries of what is possible. As scientists work tirelessly, the world watches with bated breath, inspired by the possibilities that lie ahead. This is not just a scientific endeavor, it is a testament to human resilience and the relentless pursuit of knowledge.